Hi guys, Puddin here with a game in my tier 8 French cruiser, the Charles Martel. Now I do believe this was the last game I played in it before moving on to the St. Louis. Now my captain skills are priority target, which is the must for cruisers, expert marksman, demolition expert, concealment, and advanced fire training, because I'm a big believer in AA on most of my cruisers, as my upgrades will show you also. Main battery mods 1, AA mods 2 for longer AA range, protection for my steering gears, faster rudder shift, and of course concealment. Now I've always seemed to get my engine and steering gears knocked out on this thing, which is why I chose steering gears over just Damcom 1. As you can see, I am in a division with two other gentlemen, one in the Tirpitz, the other one in the Bunsen. Now, we were discussing about where we wanted to go first, and initially was, let's just go in between B and C, figure out where we want to go from there. Now, Mr. Zath decided that he wants to go to C, which is why you see me make the hard turn to head in the direction of C. Hit my speed boost to potentially help him out, but he did change his mind after he said he was going to go C, that he was going to go B. So basically, me and Mr. Seabear and his Tirpitz are going to go to Charlie, which is another reason why I hit speed boost, is I wanted to get behind one of these islands to use it as protection, potentially shoot over. I'm just dumping random torps in, just to dump random torps. I'm turning in because I know shots are coming in on me from one of those battleships, cutting my speed because I don't want to run aground. And luckily for me, I did turn in when I did, as most of those shells went harmlessly over. There's a smoke cloud on C, which means there's a destroyer. The enemy VG's position very nice behind the island to where I can't get shots over to potentially hit this gentleman. Now, as you can see, there is at least, I believe, one other ship coming over here, which has yet to be spotted, which is going to be an enemy battleship. But right now, there's only 3 of us who are, I guess you can say, actively engaging in C. Now, I do get hit with some lag throughout this replay, and for that I do apologize. Now, unfortunately, due to my positioning, I am not in any great spot to help with the destroyer. But I put my planes up in the hopes that potentially I could get close enough to spot the DD with one of the planes and unload on him. But as you can see, there's the enemy battleship I was talking about that was actively coming over. It was the Tirpitz. Gonna take shots over the island. Hopefully get a fire like I did, and let my division mate know I got 2 fires on the gentleman and that they are burning. Now, what I wanted to do was come out and ambush the enemy Fiji, or possibly the enemy destroyer. I know I'm not going to get shots in on the Tirpitz. I am hoping to catch the Fiji broadside. I do switch to AP in the hopes that potentially this gentleman was going to turn and show me broadside, As you can see, I did get one fire, immediately damn comment, shoot the AP, switch back to HE in the hopes that I could potentially get another fire. But I do know the British can out-heal at least one fire, which is the hopes that I will get at least another fire. But right now, I need to get shots on the turrets. I'm cutting my speed, I'm stopping and reversing because I want to keep distance between me and the turrets. Secondaries. I get a fire on the turrets. His damn comment's running. But the other reason I am reversing is because I don't want to get within the Fiji's torpedo range. I'm gonna take some blind shots over the island at the turrets. If you do shoot over islands a lot, you can kind of judge how to shoot. Luckily, I get a fire on him. I switch back to the Fiji because I know the turret is going to burn. I do believe my division mate was also shooting at him. So really what I want to do is take out the enemy cruiser. Now, if you're paying attention to chat here, they are going to call out for the carrier to turn around and run. As I get hit with one lag there. Now I'm noticing that really the only two ships over here are the turrets, the Fiji, and the carrier due to where his last known location is. So there's really no opposition on this side. So at this point, I'm pushing down there, and I'm kind of thinking, do I go for the carrier as I get another fire on the turrets, and this fire is going to kill the enemy battleship. Here's kill number one for me. But I'm thinking, do I go for the carrier? Do I get this guy out of the game? And I'm like, you know, the guy hasn't done anything. There's no need to get him out of the game. There's no big rush. He really hasn't done anything impressive. I don't care. I'd much rather get rid of this Fiji than the enemy carrier. I am kind of built to deal with the carrier, so I'm not worried about it. And there's them calling for the carrier to turn the other way. So I made a decision that I am going to go to the enemy cap and try to cap it. Now I kind of make a slight error on my play here on what is spotting me. I am going to get spotted, and what I'm going to think is I'm thinking it's the island not protecting me from the Fiji, or it's one of the ships in to sea. But in reality, I do believe it is the enemy aircraft carrier that is that will be getting these spots on me. Because if you notice when I shoot here, there really isn't too much that can see me. Got the island protecting me from the gentleman at B, and I do have the island in front of me that is kind of protecting me from line of sight of this gentleman. And it won't be until later on that I do kind of find out what happens. Is the carrier was line humping in his ability to turn and run, and I believe that is the gentleman that is keeping me spotted. Because you can see there's nothing in at B that can see me. The North Carolina is clearly behind the island. There's no way the Fiji can see me, so it must have been the carrier. But I stopped shooting because, well, I want to get the cap. I want to put more pressure on the enemy. We are winning, but you know, the ships are even. You know, for that, it's just we've held C a little bit longer. Here comes the first dive bomber. I hit my defensive fire on one squadron because I did not want him to interrupt me getting the cap. Normally, I would wait for torpedo planes or for more squadrons to be coming in, but I just wanted to get this cap. Immediately switched my fire to the torpedo planes, hit my speed boost, start moving forward, because I don't want to get hit with torpedoes. Now, every time you do see me look back and up at planes, it is because I am selecting them for my AA. Fortunately, the replays do not show that. Now, the reason I took this turn, as I get hit with more lag, was to kind of put some distance between myself and the Pensacola. Anybody who knows how to play a Pensacola correctly can do a lot of damage. That ship is a very powerful ship. It is very underrated, and it is played wrong 90% of the time. Not going to get into how to play that. Sneaky did an excellent video on how to do that. Going to keep the HE loaded because this gentleman looks like he's actively trying to dodge shots. Do see that fires are going on him, but you know, once I hear my AA, I'm going to start focusing on taking down the planes. As I set a fire to Pensacola, he's still kind of doing his, you know, not showing full broadside all the time. But I do notice that he does turn and show an awful lot of his side, which is why I switched to AP in the hopes that I could catch him in one of his turns. As I set another fire, gentleman is shooting AP. Would have been better off sticking to HE, but I'm not sure if he shot at me and he was using his AP on the enemy ship behind me and just took a shot in at me. I'm going to take a shot at the VG as my fires end up killing the Pensacola. I'm gonna take another follow-up shot. I wanted to make sure that my AA did get on the torpedo planes, which is why you see me do the double take back.
Our victory is in sight.
I'm gonna take a blind fire shot in on where that gentleman was last spotted in the smoke because he was extremely low health. And I'm showing broadside to a battleship. Thank God it's the weekend when I played this game. This guy's shooting high explosives. I don't know why he had HE loaded, but I'm not going to assume that he's not switching to AP to fire back at me. I am not detected. I finally get detected, not sure why, what. Drop my torpedoes. I noticed that that guy is going to make up the distance. Cut my speed to miss these torpedoes, and in cutting my speed, I slowed down too much, and I'm going to take a torpedo hit from the Fiji. Immediately repair that because there was a flood, but I'm going to get my guns on the smoke cloud. I know it's dissipating relatively soon, and I want to take the chance of also blind firing, which luckily I did nail him. Get my rear guns on the North Carolina. Now, when I did fire those, I knew he was too far, but I knew he was advancing towards me, which is why I dropped him. I knew that he would make up the distance to get 2 torpedo hits. Because the gentleman didn't turn, I'm figuring this guy won't turn for the second set of torpedoes. This guy's still shooting a HE at me, which means I kind of feel a little bit safer on showing more of my side. Get a fire, can immediately repair that. And at this point, I'm hoping for this fire because I get this fire, this gentleman's going to die. As soon as he dies, we win the game. And it would be kill number 4 for me. So now we are going to look at the post-battle results. 107,000 damage, 4 ships sent to the bottom of the sea, and with that guy's number 1 on the team, the base experience of 1900. You don't always need to have all the fancy medals to become number 1 on the team. I made some money. I do believe I sent this ship off with a bang because I did sell it. 49,000 damage coming from main battery, 20,000 coming from torpedoes, and 37,000 from the fires and flood. Hope you guys really did enjoy this free play. Please keep your guys' replays coming in. We really do enjoy them. The email is in the description down below. Remember to compliment good teamwork, good team play. We are quick to report, slow to compliment. Please hit that like and subscribe button and have yourselves one heck of a great day.